Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast, episode number 54, I believe. And joining you, we've got the whole crew with us today.
Yeah,
We've got myself, Tricky, his co-host as always, Connor, and...
Co-host as always.
We're
hosting today.
We're hosting today. This has been shambles.
You always got your host. Anyway. Can we start again?
No, we're going to keep this in. That would have been good.
It would have been good.
I had some good roasts coming.
No, Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast, episode number 54. Joining you always is your host, Tricky, and we've got the full crew here today. My co-host, Connor, and Holty. How are we, boys?
Well done on that. That took 73 takes just to get that one right, didn't it?
I took a couple. I may have fumbled on my words before.
I told him to keep it.
It would have been good to keep
you should have kept it.
I couldn't keep my composure together after that little bit of a fumble.
But I am good, Tricky. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. What about you, Holty? Exams week, mate?
Very good. Yeah, I've been in my little quiet corner the past few weeks. Listeners haven't heard my voice, which might be a good thing.
No, I disagree. It's been really hard not having you here.
Okay.
It's been hard, just me and Trick for last week.
Did you tune into the last episode, though?
Yes, I have been the last few.
Thoughts on Connor's and my comments towards you?
I can't even remember what I said.
You told him...
I can't remember either.
You told him that he needs to get his work and podcast balance in check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
fair enough.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all right. I can do that.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Now I've got more authority with my work. And
Yeah.
Oh, look at Mr. Authority.
Should ask what Trick was doing today at work.
I think I was informed on the way up to the shack.
He got his ladder license today. He's cleaning roofs and vents.
Tell you what, up on top of that ladder, it's fucking scary. It's scary up there. It's scary on top of the ladders.
Oh, yeah.
It's not too bad.
Anything involved with height scares
He missed a couple of spots, though, I must say.
Oh, well, ran out of time.
We'll have to get him to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have thought so.
I would.
I wouldn't have bloody thought so. Anyways, World Cup, boys. How are we feeling about the World Cup so far?
Oh, tell you what, my sleeping schedule is copping an absolute beating.
Tell me about it.
It's been all right, actually.
Been good. I've enjoyed it. Tell you what I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the...
apart from our country.
The lesser group games. So, like, Namibia, those kind of island. Obviously, they've all made it through. But, like, West Indies and stuff, they were all good games, I thought. Good to see them in the World Cup.
Yes.
Yep. Now, we may as well just go straight into the World Cup, I reckon.
You always skip tops and bottoms.
Or do you want to do tops and bottoms?
That's what we always start with.
Tops and bottoms, highs and lows. I don't know why you called it.
Tops and bottoms.
You're in
My
shambles
first
already.
high is Virat Kohli's innings.
Yeah.
A low would be, Australia, putrid.
Yep.
Those are my highs and lows.
Just two.
Yeah, I'll just go with the two.
Quick one.
Yeah, it's nice and quick, mate.
Well, Holty's back, so I won't do a feedback sandwich. I'll start it off. Highs, World Cup's been good. I agree. The Pakistan-India game's probably one of the best game of cricket I've seen in a long time.
Touch on that later,
That was fantastic. Another high was just relaxing. We went to a nice dinner last night for work at the Eureka Sky Deck.
Oh.
We were right up on floor 88, saw the whole view. That was really nice.
And not too high for me, as you probably heard earlier.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
Way
good
too
dinner.
high for a dinner.
The low is the weather. That can go get fucked.
Do you want to go with it now?
No, we'll do it a bit later.
A bit later, yeah.
We'll talk about it a bit later. The weather can get fucked.
Jane Bun.
And also, Australia can get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll start with the low. Like, pretty obvious. Our own country in the World Cup. After beating that exact side, or there might be little tweaks in the New Zealand side, but beating our neighbour, New Zealand, in the World Cup a year before.
I'll tell you what always does happen, though, Holty, is we always lose to them in the group stage.
Yep.
And then we kick the shit out of them in the finals.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say it, we didn't look this bad last time.
No,
we got dicked when we
Yeah, I
won the
don't
One
think
Day
we
World
looked this
Cup.
bad, though.
When we won the One Day Cup, we got pantsed over there.
Yeah. I mean, like, when we played England over there, like, we looked very questionable, but, like, we still made higher than 111. 100, what was it? Yeah, 111.
You can defend that. That's heaps. Plenty.
Or we may as well. You got any more highs and lows there, Holty? Or was that about it?
Another high. I just liked the general New Zealand bowling attack. Southey, Bolt, and I'm very happy Bolt's at the Stars as well, which is increases my likelihood of going for them a bit more this year. And like what you just said before, I like the old minor games and stuff like that. Like the Ireland, the Scotland, the rivalry in that's been very good in the World Cup. It's good to see other countries together. And feedback sandwich, hello. Just the general roadworks around Melbourne these days.
I got stuck on Hall Road going to kick up stock today.
It's just ridiculous.
I stitched trick up with that one.
And just seeing those people just flip the stop and slow signs on $65 an hour just shits me off.
And the tunnel, like every night, 11 o'clock, tunnel's shut.
Yep.
It's shocking.
Can you come back to me, actually? I've got one more low.
Here we go.
Why are Australia playing at 10 p.m. tonight in their own country?
Because it's Perth and they're 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
But we did discuss it. It is stupid.
They could have played it at like 4 o'clock. Like what?
4 o'clock, 5 o'clock our time.
So
it'd be 7 o'clock here.
Yeah, but then we can still watch it. I'm not staying up till 10. Oh, like, I probably will.
You probably will, but like, even if they did it, most games they've been doing, it's like a 3:30 and a 6:30, isn't it?
Yeah,
so that means,
like, for instance, on Friday,
we could have done the
3 o'clock game and then there's 7:30 game.
That means it starts 7 over there and 10 here.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean?
But like, they
could have done the earlier one.
That schedule's only
5 o'clock. Even that's reasonable.
Yeah,
8 o'clock start.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
That's very reasonable. It gives to people time to get there from work and school.
We already missed.
What if you're a little kid and you just want to watch your country play in the World Cup? You can't even do it.
Nah.
Connor's put his little kid boots on here.
No parent is going to allow their child to stay up at 10 o'clock at night and watch the cricket. I mean, I would, but I know like a lot of parents out there wouldn't.
Starting to care for the kids now.
It's just, yes, always.
Is that the pregnant wife coming into it?
It must be.
Must be.
It's just not fair.
How's she travelling along there, Connor?
Yeah, she's going well.
Going good.
She's going well.
She picked up any pet peeves that you can think of? Like something that not weird, but obsession that's come just for the pregnancy?
Hormonal.
Yeah, there's one that she's been doing lately. It's fucking
Pickles
weird
and ice cream?
No, no, it's fucking weird as. She hates this one person. It's just come out of nowhere. It's literally just come out of nowhere.
It's gotta be good already.
It's like she's like she'll be sitting on like YouTube or like Instagram. She always scrolls through the newsfeed, and she's a follower of the Up the Guts podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The Up the podcast like video comes up, and she goes, "That Trent bloke is an absolute wanker." Got him. No, she's been pretty good. There's no little quirky things that she's done.
No,
recently.
Because I know when Mum was having me, she was Slurpees.
Oh, how do you know that?
Oh, she told me.
Okay.
Frozen Cokes was hers thing.
Yeah, no. She went through a spicy stage, but not really.
My mother was hot chips.
Oh, no, she did spicy food for a while, and then it was like icy poles, then it was like pickles and like pickled onions.
Now it's just Connor cook for me.
Oh, every night.
Oh.
Well, I was out for dinner last night. She calls me and she goes, "Is it all right if I get Uber Eats?" I said, "Yeah, I expected you were going to do that anyway." But yeah. No, she's been good.
That's good to hear. Now, moving on to that first game, Australia versus New Zealand. Obviously, it's always a thing now in T20, I find, when you win the toss and you elect to bowl. Everyone's backing themselves to chase.
Yeah, but they've done it the last, 3 times and they've lost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to toss the ball. Who is this Finn Allen guy? He came out firing.
He was good.
42 off 16 to open it up. And then Conway, 92 not out, 58. New Zealand making 3 for 200. What went wrong?
He's been playing.
Their bowling was woeful.
He's been playing in. Oh, sorry, go back on Finn Allen. He's been playing a lot in the Black Caps A's, and it's been not too
good.
bad. He's been very good,
too.
very good.
Anyone in particular? Was it
all of them were junk?
Was it just strategy? Do you think, or just the way they attacked it?
I did some research
pitch.
actually.
Shit pitch for starters.
1, shit pitch of the road. Number 2, Hazelwood is the number 1 ranked bowler in T20. Mm-hmm. Zampa is, I think, 7th.
Yep.
Where do you reckon Cummins and Stark are?
Very not high.
They're like 45 and 70 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and then Ashton Agar's like 20, but let's not touch on Ashton Agar. He bowls junk.
I mean, when it comes to T20, on my opinion, I reckon you only need one quick. Not like
one outright quick.
Yeah, one outright like 140.
And then a
so is that
because
so the outright quick would that be Stark?
No.
Would it be Cummins? And then Hazelwood. And then Hazelwood's your crafty one.
Hazelwood's the crafty one. Yep. Cummins is your quick.
And then you have Zampa, and then a couple of rounders.
And then you need just another one. But there's no...
I guess it's Stoinis and Maxwell.
What keeps Stark in the side, honestly, is that he's a left-hander and he can bat. Do we agree? That's why he's good with the bat, but it doesn't help when you're coming in at 7 for 80.
I'm just starting to contemplate, because I know you talk about that he's good. He's more of a white ball cricketer in your opinion, but I just reckon that's just starting to fly away from you a little bit.
He's too wayward.
Too wayward.
He's too short.
How old would he be now?
Stark,
he's about 30 odd.
He'd be
36?
early 30s. No, he'd be younger than that. He'd be early 30s.
Hey, Google.
For me, they bowled too short. Their line was disgraceful. It was terrible. It was a terrible game of cricket. Hopefully tonight they
32.
Yeah,
Mitchell Stark.
Told you. Hopefully tonight they obviously show up, but I want to touch on the actual side itself. I know I said it in the chat. Is Stoinis our best number 5?
Probably not.
His international record is disgraceful.
And he made probably that one really good innings against New Zealand in an ODI.
Yeah. With that 160 or something.
Yeah, which was unreal.
Which when he's on it, fantastic. But his average is 29 at international level. His domestic level is 30. He doesn't even play for his state half the time. Yeah. So I think ship him. He bowled on...
He needs to be bowling more if he's playing.
He bowled Saturday.
He's not a terrible bowler.
He bowled all right Saturday, I thought. He bowled one.
He's actually got quicker.
I mean, you'd hope so with the Pythons like that.
I know.
I love him, but I just don't think he's in the best 11.
Yep. So obviously, and I heard listen to SEN. Robert Crash, was it Craddock?
Yeah, Craddock.
Do you agree with him saying he reckons Devon Conway would have to be one of the most, if not the most underrated batsman in the world?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's consistent.
Yep.
He's
How good is Conway? He can bat. Like in all formats too, I think, pretty sure.
Is he the keeper as well?
Yes.
Him and Guptill and ODIs and that over in New Zealand when they played. I think, who'd they play over there? Was it I think it was Bangladesh. Those two, I know Bangladesh is not highly rated but in test cricket, but like Conway and Guptill
tore him apart.
Oh,
yeah, no,
geez, did they ever?
Honestly, I don't think New Zealand are actually a good side. They're just consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I think they obviously caught Australia out on Saturday night, but I don't rate their bowling.
Yep.
And I think if you get Conway and Williamson out early, they struggle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Southey and Bolt, they're great test bowlers. They're not bad short form bowlers. Obviously, they had a day out, but Mitch Santner's no good, I don't think.
And he took...
he took 3 for 31 or 4, which is tidy. But I think, honestly, Australia just didn't come out to play.
I don't rate Sodhi.
Neither. I just don't think they're that good.
A bit junk.
I think New Zealand are good. Like, they're just a consistent side. They've got no real star, if you know what I mean. Like, if you look at Australia, obviously you got Warner. And then, obviously, Hazelwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just good. They're a good side, but I think they get beaten pretty comfortably a lot of the times. Like,
as in New Zealand do?
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, in return, we made 111. No one really did. Maxwell tried to play.
He was the best of the bats.
He tried to... I said to you, I think at work, he played that steady anchor role because Smith wasn't there. But he shouldn't be the one playing that.
No, God, no.
Because...
It also doesn't help when you lose 3 wickets early on in the power play.
I feel like when we left Smith out, we went for all hitters. There was no one there that could play the anchor role.
Yeah, but they were
maybe Wade, but like not really. He's not high-end batsman, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like you couldn't go Wade bat 3. I don't think or 4.
Well, he opens for Hobart.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't think on a World Cup stage you can go Wade bat 3 or 4 and back him into it. I think you can back Smith on a World Class.
Well, so
stage.
you're saying that Smith comes in then?
I think we need someone to be able to do that.
I don't think he's coming in back.
I don't think he will. But
T20 cent Smith, nah.
But we struggled with it. We had no one that could call.
Yeah, but then also not expecting to lose 3 quick wickets.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Play. Oh, so if they're expecting Warner and Finch to start off with a blast, and then obviously they go from there. Okay, well they're playing spin. Maxwell comes in. They're just playing pace.
Mm-hmm.
Stoinis comes in because Stoinis cannot play spin.
I heard comments saying about the thing that could let Tim David down. Apparently, I didn't really notice as much, but Charlie's shocking the field.
He's not that bad.
I heard, someone was saying he was shocking the field, and Cummins was sawn, not having a go, but like dropping his head about one of his efforts. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's going to hit 40 off 8 most of the times.
Yeah.
Well, I did see a statistic from Channel 9 as well that when in any T20 that format that Australia's played this year, they've only, I think it was just Mitchell Starc, he's only had one power play wicket for the season of 2022. One, and he's out opening. He takes the new rock.
What's the power play these days? Because I saw it was different. Five but then you get
3 out.
And then they get an option at the end, don't they? Because I swear I saw the other night they signalled one like the 7th over.
2 out, then it's 4.
And then it's 5 after 10.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Or after 15.
Maybe they'll just signal it for it to end.
After 10.
Yeah.
After 10, yeah.
There's the thing with Australian cricket at the minute. I don't think there's any domestic bowlers to come that would take those guys' spots.
No, I don't think so either.
The only one that I would think would be Jai Richardson.
Yeah.
Who I would put in over Stark.
Yeah, so obviously Southey 3 for 6 from 2.1, Santner 3 for 31 from 4, and Bolt 2 for 24 from 4. And player of the match was none other than Devon Conway for his 92 not out. Pretty easy, I reckon. Our next match, we had England versus Afghanistan. Do one of you want to take that, or do you want me to keep
I'll
going?
take it.
Yep.
So obviously Afghanistan batted first, made 112 off their 19.4 overs. Ibrahim Zadran, 32 off 32. Usman Ghani, 30 off 30. Obviously, pick of the bowlers was Mr. Curran with 5 for 10 off 3.4. It's pretty handy. Stokes was 2.
That's the young... There's brothers, isn't it? That's the younger brother.
Younger one. Yep.
What's the other one?
Tom
Curran, yeah.
Big old King hit Stokesy with 2 for 19 off 4. And then Mr. Mark Wood, 2 for 23. He was bowling lightning.
Do you think... I heard someone say that they think Mark Wood in T20 is the quickest bowler in the world right now. Thoughts? Apparently, he recorded like the most quickest spell just about in any T20.
On average or the actual?
I don't think he'd be the quickest. Harris Ralph.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Harris Ralph, a couple of those Pakistan ones.
Harris Ralph would be quicker
What
than
about that
Wood.
bloke from West Indies?
And
what's that guy's name? He bowls quick too.
Joseph?
Yeah, I think it's Joseph.
And I think there was one from New Zealand. He comes off a short... Was it New Zealand? He comes off a short run?
I know.
Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, Lockie Ferguson.
He bowls wheels.
Obviously, in reply, England are comfortably winning, passing at 5 down.
Comfortable. Yeah.
It's cruising. Liam Livingstone, 29 off 21. England win by 5 wickets, and player of the match, no surprise, was Sam Curran.
Yes. I still think England are the favourites. What do you guys think?
I think India are going to win it.
Nah, England.
Holty, do you want to take Sri Lanka Island?
Oh, of course you choose me with the names.
It should be right.
400 alphabets long. Alrighty, so with Sri Lanka v Ireland, Ireland won the toss and elected to bat.
A bat? Someone elected to bat?
Elected to bat.
Always bat first.
Always.
Not in T20 these
Always
days.
bat first.
Ireland
Score on the
made...
board's better than no score.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's...
I'm always a scorer on the board.
Yeah.
Me too.
Especially finals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do love a good old chase, don't you, Tricky? Oh, my Cougars know about that. Ireland with 8 for 128 with Harry Tector. Oh, my God.
Tector.
Yeah,
Tector, yep. With 45 off 42, and then Paul Sterling with 34 off 25. Hasaranga with 2 for 25 off 4, and I'm going to have a crack at this. Thick-Shana.
We're going to say you're right, yeah, because I know...
Thick-Shana!
Isn't Hazaranga the spinner? Wasn't he like rated #1 spinner in the world? One of them?
He's number 9, I think.
Yeah, wasn't he? I know he was highly rated.
So the figures for Thick-Shana was 2 for 19 off 4. And then Sri Lanka with a mighty batting effort with taking the win with 1 for 133 with Casal Mendes. Casal, whatever. Oh, geez, I'll just pronounce it how it is.
You did well, though.
Yeah. 68 not out of 45, and Sri Lanka, as I said, took the win by 9 wickets, and the player of the match was Mendes.
Mendes, because Trick can't fucking...
Oh, he fucking stitched me up.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
No, stitched me.
Yeah, that was part of it, yep.
Mendes.
Mendes.
The next one.
Yep.
You wanted to get to the next one. I've got some comments down there too.
So obviously this was the game so far in the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
So India won the toss and elected to bowl. Pakistan, after their 20, finished 8 for 159. They were in a bit of trouble early.
Babar Azam and Rizwan.
Yeah, Azam went first ball of the game, didn't he?
And Rizwan, or did Rizwan maybe face up?
I don't know. He went first ball.
It was a golden, yeah.
So obviously Sean Mazood, 52 not out, batted beautifully at the back end. If Dikar, 51 off 34. Obviously my man, Mr. Hardik Pandya, 3 for 30 off 40, and Singh with 3 for 32 off 4. They were in trouble early, and that middle order really guided them too. Shahid Afridi, no. Oh, well, Afridi anyway, not the GOAT.
I know the Afridi, the pace ball.
Afridi obviously came out and just started whacking balls. Mm-hmm. I think he hit like 16 off.
I think it's Shah Afridi.
Shah Afridi, that's it. And then obviously India 6 for 160. They were in trouble early also.
They was, I want to say 4 for about 30?
Yeah, they were about 4 for 30. And then obviously Mr. King Kohli, 82 not out off 53, really steered the ship and went berserk at the end.
But to be fair, it's good to know, he was about 50 from 43.
Yeah, he was.
And then he
built
the
innings.
He built the foot down.
Yeah.
You said in the chat, this is all class from India, but you were like, I don't think they'll still win, but this is still class what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, they were always going to do. Obviously, my man Pandya, 40 off 37.
Struggled at the end.
Yeah, he did. He was probably tired. Mr. Harris Ralph, 2 for 36 or 4, bowled pretty well up until his last over. Bowled junk.
Touch on that.
Nawaz, 2 for 42. He bowled shithouse. Obviously, India win by 4 wickets. Player of the match, no surprise, Virat Kohli. Oh, which I think Pandya's a little bit stiff there. 40 odd and 3 for.
Yeah, but I guess it's the moment they give it to because Kohli got. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But that's a decent game.
And before we touch on the dot points that the host has put down, it was a sellout game at the G. Allocation exhausted.
Yeah, it was sellout. 92,000?
92,000 and
39.
There we
That's
go.
A big crowd.
Yeah, that is a big crowd. And they haven't played each other for a long time, I think they heard.
Yeah.
Go with your point that you're talking about.
So obviously a big talking point out of this on the Talkback Radio for Sport is, should Cricket Australia offer obviously the Indian Cricket Board and the Pakistan Cricket Board a series in Australia?
Why not?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. They've just sold out the G. I know it's a World Cup, but 92,000.
We're probably one of the biggest.
Electric. Yeah. We've got some of the biggest stadiums in the world. So you go Adelaide Oval, MCG, SCG.
Gabba. I reckon Gabba would get
Adelaide Oval's got more capacity now.
You reckon?
Yeah, Adelaide Oval's a better ground.
Make it a 5-match series. Optus. Oh,
well, there's
the deck.
Actually, the Optus looks all right for the cricket. But I just think that's a huge opportunity, not for just Cricket Australia, but cricket in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of Pakistani and Indian supporters in Australia.
Way more passionate than us.
Oh, they're crazy.
Oh, they're nuts.
They're absolute genuine nuts.
It'd be equivalent to soccer fans in England.
Really. Yeah, literally. Oh, yeah. But that's a huge opportunity for Cricket Australia to promote the game in Australia. Also, great for tourism and great for those states that hold that.
That's exactly what I was just going to touch on. We're one of the biggest touring countries, so why not take the opportunity to expand your cricketing in Australia?
And clearly the support's there. Even Sri Lanka, even an India-Sri Lanka game would work as well. The supporting...
You wouldn't get quite the quality probably.
No, obviously not, but you'd get the support there. I think that's an opportunity.
What are Pakistan's record like in tests these days?
They're not too bad.
They're getting better.
Yeah,
they're getting a lot better.
Because the series they came over here, they were very average.
They've surpassed Sri Lanka, haven't they?
They're not great here, though. That's the thing.
Test-wise, have they surpassed Sri Lanka?
Oh, 100%.
Sri Lanka are going.
Obviously, their quicks are getting good. Like, you got Afridi, Harris Ralph's there, and then you got, is it Hussain? The young bloke?
Yep.
Yeah, he's good. And then, obviously, Babar Azam's done wonders for their country at the minute. He's considered one of the big four now. So
Matthew Hayden as well, helping the batsmen out as well, I've heard.
So I think there's definitely an opportunity for that. There's definitely the space to do it in the Cricket Australian calendar.
They'll just have to talk over the AFL, but money-wise...
March.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Late Jan, early March.
And cricket.
Early Feb.
And cricket, as the generation goes on with kids now these days, it's a dying sport.
It is, yeah. Especially because of basketball.
It's an absolute
We can only see
sport.
just in local leagues and local cricket clubs at junior level how many clubs are having to come together to join one.
Correct.
Yeah.
You see one club / another one join together because they're just losing numbers, losing
Well, a lot of
interest.
that's got to do with the parents don't want to sit around for 6 hours watching cricket where they can just go to a basketball game for an hour and a half.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is fair, totally get it. But there is space in the calendar. I think, pretty much after Australia Day, cricket's barely on the TV unless it's the Big Bash. The international calendars for Australia's dropped off right off. So there is the opportunity there, that late Jan period.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the Sheffield Shield just plays at like Junction and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think that's fair. I think it's good for everyone.
Yep.
It's very good.
Cricket Australia, make it happen for sure.
Yep.
Whiffle over.
Now, some of the dot points there. I know Holty was big on this. He was very, we'll say, vocabulary in the chat about this one. Was it a no ball?
No.
The first one, no. The second one, definitely
Yes.
not. So obviously...
No.
The thing is that he didn't officially charge. He was out of his crease. It was at waist height. If he stays in his crease, it's still below waist height.
But like you said, Connor, he's
Yeah.
charged at the ball.
Yeah,
like,
he
even
should've
though
been.
it doesn't even look like it, he would have been about, that far out of his crease? He's taken a step.
I think his back foot was just past the front crease.
Yeah.
So he's taken a step. So, yeah, I agree that was a woeful decision.
And the next one?
No, I want to touch on, before we do that, I want to say, yeah, okay, no, great. It was a no ball. Cool, awesome. Hits it for 6, well done. But what about the bloke bowling a wide in that last over? Two, not one, two. Disgraceful bowling.
It really is.
I know that Azam's been criticised for that because he took the gamble, bowled his quicks early, and obviously was left to bowl the spinner last.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to take those gambles. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. But seriously, mate, that was shithouse.
Yeah.
But I got to say, the worst umpire in cricketing, I just searched his name up. I think he's the worst umpire. He's shit when he comes to Australia as well. He is shocking.
Erasmus.
Yeah,
he's terrible.
He is shocking.
Get Paul Rifle back out there,
Yes, where's Big Blocker Wilson and good old Pistol?
mate. Yeah, pistol.
My goodness.
So obviously, after the no ball, Collie gets bowled, they run 3. Should have been a dead ball.
Dead ball. I've
I
seen
agree.
it before in local cricket. I've seen it before in Sheffield cricket. Dead ball.
Yeah, it should be a
Dead
dead
ball.
ball. Well, I think that will change now. It will be like when Stokes, obviously, the ball hit Stokes' bat sliding, went for 4, they win.
Yep.
I think that will get changed. What do you reckon, Trick?
Yeah, I think it will get changed. But at the same time, you can... Colley's just doing anything to win, I guess.
Collie's a douche.
Oh, but like in that...
Let's just be honest. Collie is a wanker.
But like, at the same time, you probably wouldn't run it in respect. But at the same time, you can't be mad at him because it's not against the rules as of now.
Yeah, 100%. You can't be mad at it. I will say one thing. Great batsman, great cricketer. He would be an awful bloke.
I
Actually,
agree with that.
Apparently he's a pretty good bloke. But he just looks like a wanker. He's like 100%. He's one of those blokes. If he played for Australia, love him.
Yeah.
Full credit to him. Great cricketer. Can't.
But I mean, like,
but he's
2 odd year ago, Smith was our god.
Yeah, he's dropped off. Obviously, I reckon this will be his year.
This will be his year.
Yeah, pencil him for 500 runs in the Test matches.
Ooh, here we go.
Got this down.
Yeah, pencil him in 500.
And you had Bangladesh versus Netherlands yesterday. Netherlands won the toss and elected to bowl. Bangladesh put up 8 for 144 with Afif Hassan up top scoring with 38 from 27. Paul van McKeeren for Netherlands, 2 for 21 off 4, and Bastille 2 for 29 off 3. In return, Netherlands fell just short, being bought out for 135. Colin Ackerman was the top scorer for them, 62 from 48 balls, while for Bangladesh, Taskin Ahmed, 4 for 25 and 4, and Hassan Mahmood, 2 for 15 from 4.
How did my man O'Dowd go?
Let's have a look.
He made 8 off 8. Come on, Max.
And player of the match was Taskin Ahmed for his 4-fer.
Yeah, not bad. Well done.
Do you want to go into a bit of a cannon, or do you want to touch on some Sheffield Shield knobs?
I'd like to hear a cannon. Here we go.
So, obviously, I touched on it a little bit last week, but I didn't go into full detail. The Ferntree Gully Cricket League need a fucking foot up their ass. It is going into round 4. Well, no, round 5.
Yep, round 5.
Not one game of cricket has been played for the lower grade from Division 3 down. Not one cricket game. Not one trick.
Not one.
Not one. Absolutely disgraceful. I get it. It's raining. Grounds apparently aren't up to scratch. Every other fucking league has played. Every single one. But Ferntree Gully, no. Mm-hmm. I'm about to retire, Trick.
Yep.
Due to weather. Now, as Mr. Jane Bunn over here, can you fucking get the weather predictions right? For fuck's sake.
What can I do? I can only do as best as I can. All I can say is I'll try and do better. I'll work on it. I'll take this constructive criticism and I'll make sure I work on it. I'll go home, do some more research, more homework, and come back with precise results this time.
Stop working on other things.
That was a bit of a cliche. But seriously.
The tops and bottoms.
I'm done.
Done.
It pissed down Saturday morning, but it didn't rain after fucking 10 o'clock. Went too early.
But it's the jus left on the ground.
I drove past five grounds on the way to cricket training on Saturday afternoon. They looked fine. Fine. The Vicks played. They were playing.
They did.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, they did.
Seriously, furniture. And then obviously this week, only the top 4 grades are playing because of Cup weekend. Because of availability. We haven't played for 5 weeks. Let's play. It's going to piss down anyway, so. Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to play cricket, Trick.
Yeah, it's okay, Connor. We got
I
you.
just
mate.
want to play cricket.
It's okay.
It's been tough.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I don't want to play in the twos. Just shout out to that. Do not want to play twos cricket anymore. I'm done. I want to play in the lower grades.
But, because there was no cricket play, did everybody have a lovely Cox Plate Carnival weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't play cricket.
Oh.
Didn't get to
I
spend
thought
time.
it was great
Didn't
racing.
get to spend the full time.
Get up,
with the
Holty?
boys.
Yeah, won a 300. It was very
Nice.
good. Craig Williams
good.
and Damien Oller.
I can't win at Mooney. I got the quaddy and they paid a whopping $33. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That was fantastic.
You can take all you can get at this point, I guess.
Yeah. Well, then I just went and put $33 on the donkey on the mascot.
As you do,
Love
few beers deep at this point.
No, I was sober.
Love a backmarker donkey, don't we?
Well, it gets up. It's great. It changes everything.
Run around the
Then
outside.
you look like a genius then.
Yeah.
Run around the outside.
Yeah.
We'll touch on some Sheffield Shield knocks. So there were some big knocks in the Sheffield Shield.
Oh, yeah. I've got some talking points on this one too.
First for WA, Cameron Bancroft made 100.
On the road.
Vic, you had skipper Peter Hanscom, 281 not out from 367 balls.
That's disgraceful.
Good old Peter Footbrush.
Sam Harper, 132 not out from 238.
You know it's a road when Harper's making runs.
Marcus Harris, 111 from 223.
Do it at international level.
Open the batting.
At international level.
Yep. Test. Open the batting.
We'll make 100 at international level.
Queensland, you have Matt
Usman
Renshaw.
Khawaja in the bin.
Matt Renshaw, 200 not out from 403
I
balls.
love the Renshaw.
Then Michael Nisa, 136 from
Oh, I love
172.
Nisa as
What's going
well.
on here?
So what do you think of these knocks? Which one was the most impressive to you out of all these?
I'll tell you which one was the most disappointing.
What?
Peter Hanscom.
Why?
281 not out of 367.
Yeah.
The game's a dead rubber. What do you do? You're the captain of the state, captain of the team. Why aren't you going for the 300?
He declared.
I'm sick of this unselfish shit. Go for the 300. The game's going to be a draw anyway, Trick. Get the big 300.
Maybe he didn't have... he's like, nah, this bowler's worrying me now.
It was a road. Sam Harper made 100. He's as tall as the stumps, Trick. What are the Milet cricketers doing out there?
He's taller than the South African captain.
He is just. He's tiny. He's no good.
Oh. What about Harris's innings? Do we... I don't...
Yeah, he's a domestic bully.
yeah, I agree.
Do it at international level and then come talk to me.
Do we think do you think the test team's gonna change at all for this series, or do you reckon it's pretty locked?
It's pretty locked. I think Renshaw should be opening the batting. I don't know why they ever dropped him.
Yeah. He made that double at
same.
SCG, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the future.
It's remaining unchanged tonight too.
Yeah,
The
well,
side.
that was always going to happen, I thought. They're playing Sri Lanka. I love Michael Nessa, though. He whacks a ball.
Do you have a blow-up Holty?
No, I don't actually. I need to find something that obviously needs to lift up my bit of a form slump.
I'll give you one right now. Peter Hanscom not making 300! Disgraceful. Get selfish.
I thought it was a great decision to be unselfish and
No, it was a dead rubber. But did you see after they declared, it turned into a bloody Karachi dust pit bowl. There was wickets flying everywhere. WA were like 3 for nothing. And then it was a road again. Could have made 300, Peter. Get better.
Got any wisdom?
I do have a wisdom today.
Do you want to do the fan mail or wisdom?
I'll do wisdom first. All right. So the wisdom of the day today is if you get a
I
fine
knew it was coming.
by Victoria Police, number one thing to do,
well, I've had
contest it.
4.
Contest it.
Contest it.
You always get off.
Okay.
That's what I want to, just going to throw it out. Get a fine from Victoria Police, contest it, you'll get off it. Guarantee it. If you don't get off it, it means you can't write a good story. And I'll come do it for you.
What'd you get fined for, mate? Do we like to
Can we hear the backstory to this?
Oh, I got a fine from Victoria Police for speeding on the East Link. Obviously, I just did the whole pitch of, obviously, I obviously know that I've done the wrong thing. I'm a really good driver. If you actually look at my driving record, I haven't had a speeding fine for over 4 years. Can you please take this into consideration? Obviously, it was just a once-off, bang, straight off.
Sounds like a lot of glocking going on there.
I'm good at what I do. Good at what I do. Yeah.
Oh, Victoria Police are wet for you.
Come and get me.
now, a bit of fan topics we've got here.
I am looking forward to this, actually.
Yeah, you've been talking this up.
I'm really looking forward.
Should we
you
go
guys?
with the serious one first, or the
This
funny
is-
one? Or
You're the host.
Mix
you
it up.
choose.
Mix it up. Feedback sandwich.
Okay, I reckon we'll go with the serious one first.
Okay.
Mark Paxton, one of my mates from high school.
Okay.
The Ross Lyon signing.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Hello,
you,
Mark.
Do
Thanks
you
for calling in.
think this is St Kilda taking a step backwards, or could this be somewhat of a fairy tale run?
This is a step back for me.
This is a fairy tale for Holt. Yep.
And why do you find that? What do you think? Can I go? Both of you elaborate, please.
Because Red Ratton,
He didn't do anything wrong.
he did.
What did he do?
He's a neutral coach. Ross Lyon tells you
And
how
Ross
it is.
Lyon's not.
Ross Lyon tells you how it is. He
doesn't have any offense at all.
He led St Kilda to 2 grand finals,
Yeah,
but
but did he
obviously
win?
he
How
couldn't get the
How
job
did
done.
they go?
They're so fail.
You could say the same with Chris Scott. We made finals. We could have won fucking 5 or 6 in a row
He's a
making
two-time
finals.
premiership player, coach. Ross Lyon's a 3-time premiership losing coach.
Well, let's just see how it goes. He's going to go from a criticising politic to a
They'll be
coach
shit
now.
house. They're no good. Their list hasn't gotten better.
But I reckon he's better than Brett Ratton. At least he
I'll
tells
give
you how it is.
I'll give you that. He is better than Brett
Holty
Ratton.
and his harsh coaches, hey?
He loves his coaches.
Tells you how it is. The rotation point of view from the 1980s and shithouse, obviously. Like, that's disgusting.
He didn't coach in the 1980s.
Hey,
Why did you say 1980s then?
what do you mean?
Didn't you just... Oh, okay, continue.
The 80s, like the way the rotations worked back then, sorry.
He didn't coach in the 80s.
Oh, but I'm not saying that.
Okay,
But just like in the actual general system, sorry.
Yeah.
But harsh coaches are the way to go.
I don't...
I don't know what's funny, but it's the way to go. Tell your player how it fucking is. If you're fucking shit,
I
fucking
agree with
perform.
that. Yes, I do agree with that. I just think
I'm
it's...
not, don't fucking sugarcoat a player.
Yeah, but it is...
Oh, it's okay, buddy. Just have a go next time. Do better!
But you have to do that to these kids these days.
No!
You have to.
No!
You can't take it. Look at Jason Horne-Francis. He didn't want to get an ice bath. Now he's playing for Port Adelaide.
And he's still wearing his full North kit.
That was funny.
What a
I
loser.
think it's a step back for one thing. Didn't work out the first time. Why is it going to work out the second time? The first time he had a 20 times better list. He had legends of the club playing for him.
Walt, Milne,
Who do they have now?
Montagna.
Max King.
Steele.
Yeah, I like
Good player.
Steele. He's good looking too.
Seb Ross.
Oh, Max King.
Seb Ross can't even kick it over a jar.
Zach Jones.
Seb Ross is the butcher of all butchers. You put the leader of the butchering club. Seb Ross is smack bang in the middle. How is that bloke still on an AFL list is beyond me.
He's a BNF winner.
And Cooper Gretsch. Cooper Gretsch.
Here we go.
Did anyone tune into his 7 o'clock why he thinks Ross Lyon should be
No.
coach?
Okay, did you?
Yeah, I watched it today at work. Oh, I think he's really good. He was so good. No! Your club's a joke. Fuck off to Tasmania.
Is that all about you got to say on that one?
Oh, they're a joke trick.
Now, we do invite all fans to listeners to get involved in this. We only do have one more. But
That it?
Yeah. Well, I told you guys to share it around, but we do invite more, so hopefully we can go for more. Now, question is, thoughts on this? Taking a poo in public toilets, is it a yes or is it a no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a yes for me.
How can you not take it? If you need to shit,
Yeah,
you
it's a
go.
yes. I've you know what, Tricky? Yeah, I've heard this quite a bit actually. I'm a man that comes to opinionate stuff and that, but this is a yes for me.
You can't hold that shit in.
This is a yes.
I've
for
got
me.
a mate that he's a bit like the no to the public toilets. He can only take a shit in his house. He's shat himself multiple times.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Shout out to Slim Jim. But yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah, you'll get a Snapchat on the way home. Oh, I think I might have just shat myself.
Oh, no.
Just pull over to the Macca's and take a shit. Seriously.
But like...
Stop being a kid and just take a shit in a public toilet.
But like, I'm sure my nan won't appreciate this, but I'm just going to go ahead with it anyway. No. But like, I understand the public toilet point of view and how disgusting it is and germs and
Clean the seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a Dettol in your purse.
Yep, exactly right. Just around the toilet seat, just sanitize it.
So where's the context behind this story?
Do we want a context?
Yep. So
Yeah,
Do we want to know?
I know what's happened.
Do we want to know where this message has come from?
Oh, I reckon it's come from your brother, Corey.
Has it? Oh, it is, isn't it?
None other than the Foss.
The godfather of the podcast.
The Foss!
The godfather of the...
said this!
No, Corey sent it. Rumour is they were at a job site working in Langwarren yesterday. They went to go pick up more supplies and Dad started getting a bit sick in the stomach. He goes, I need to go home and go to the toilet. And Corey goes, well, we just work at, there's a shops down the road and a Macca's. Why don't you just go there, get the garden supplies, then afterwards go back. Dad's like, nah, got to go home and do it.
So he's driven, what,
From Langwarren.
half an hour?
Nah, it's about 10, 15 minutes.
15 minutes to go take...
That's the same with my nan. Like, she was at the MCG and she went to see Melbourne, I don't know, probably back in the early 2000s. And, like, she's told me this multiple times. And, like, she wasn't feeling well. And then she left halfway through the second quarter to go home to the toilet because she won't use the MCG toilets.
That's probably fair. The MCG toilets.
It's disgusting.
But I'm not going to leave the footy to go home and take a shit.
I mean, I've taken a shit at the MCG.
I've taken some shits in some really bad places. But I'm never going home to take a shit. If you need to go, you go.
I used to...
Bush, sidewalk.
Yeah, I used to...
On top of someone's car.
I used to have a dirt bike, and we used to go for like 5-hour rides and that. We used to like take toilet paper in our little camel packs, and like we'd find like a big tree that's been cut down, and you sit your ass over the tree,
and you take a shit
it behind.
And then just
good old kangaroo was having a little stare at me, but
and you get the nice breeze of the outside up the arsehole.
It was peaceful.
It's actually quite nice.
Aerial clean.
Yeah. Well, I can't leave the house.
Crack one at that.
I can't leave the house before I go to work without taking a shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Morning poop.
I have to morning poo, yeah, and then sometimes I need to take a poo when I get to work.
Especially the old caffeine runs through.
Well, I don't drink caffeine. I only drink like a Red Bull, but that's usually later in the arvo. I don't drink coffee, so can't relate. But yeah, you got to take a shit, Foss.
Have you guys got any other hot takes that you can think of off the top of your head that you've heard or think could be controversial? I did see you were going to post something, but I didn't see the post in the end, mate.
No, I didn't because I...
couldn't work it out.
I couldn't work it out.
No, I've got nothing else.
I couldn't work it out.
Do you have anything else you need to talk
No,
about?
I'm just laughing at this bloke not figuring out how to put a link.
Not all of us are tech savvy.
I showed him a step.
Actually, even I don't know how to do
I
it.
showed him, did I not show him the step-by-step process? And he goes, yep, got it now. Yep, got it now.
I thought I did.
It didn't happen.
I'm like, I'll give up.
Yeah.
So obviously we have Australia and Sri Lanka tonight.
And then
10 p.m. Got to stay up and watch for that. Oh, yeah.
Oh. It might be a bit... Well, you'll have to get the Red Bull in the morning, I
Oh,
reckon,
yeah.
just to keep us awake at work while you're climbing the ladder tomorrow.
And part 2.
Yeah.
We are being joined by former Frankston Dolphins VFL captain and now current playing coach of the Mornington Football Club, Joshua Newman. So we're joined by him on part 2.
Sam Newman?
No, Nick.
Yeah.
Chris.
Sam Newman?
Chris.
Yes, Holty, Sam Newman.
The Foss?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Foss is down
Yeah.
No, so we'll be joined by Josh Newman, part 2, to talk about
I thought it
his
was
career.
Jason.
Oh, shut up, the both. Yeah, let's... Yeah, so we'll be joined by Josh Newman on the part 2 of
Chris
the
Newman?
Oh, he does live local, doesn't he? Live in
it's
like
true.
Berwick, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
does.
That's a good get. Well done, mate.
No, so we're joined by Josh Newman, and yeah, so tune in for that part. I'm sure that'll be a very interesting one. I think we'll all be there this time. Won't be on my own this time.
Yes, I will have my shit questions ready for live.
Yep, and I've got some questions written up there for you guys can read over afterwards.
I know,
but
I'll just do my shit questions.
I think that will just about wrap up the episode.
I'll just do my shit gigs. That's it.
Yeah.
Dumb. Shit comments.
In other words, maybe just don't turn up. Anyways,
Done, sorted. I'm not turning up. Woohoo!
Fuck you! Tricky with a drive-by line.
I'm out.
Tricky.
If there's nothing else to touch on, you got anything else to touch on? Cricket, sport-wise, life-wise?
Nah, not really, to be honest. No. Try and find something funny with the blow-up, but there was nothing that came up. It was a pretty happy week for me. So,
well, that's good.
Is that because you didn't have to see Trent for a week? No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, I thought he might have brought up about the umpire last night because he was very vocal about that. But that'll just wrap up this episode, guys. Thank you guys for listening. As always, stream this on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. Follow all our social media accounts on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And tune in for part 2 of the episode where we'll be joined by Josh Newman. Cheers, guys. See you next week.
And this episode is proudly sponsored by Bonds Underwear. Make sure you don't.
All right.
Cheddar.
See you guys.